So you've just been presented with a life-changing opportunity. What's the first thing you're going to do? Well, just like the protag in your story, you're probably going to hesitate. In this lesson, we're talking all about the hesitation phase, including what it is, the two main ways you can use it, and covering a type of character you definitely know, but you probably don't know how to use correctly. Let's get started. This video is a lesson from a full free mega course on our website. If you're ready to supercharge your storytelling, click the link in the description and start your journey today. This video is also part of a series, so if you haven't watched the previous videos, there are links down below. The hesitation phase is our third step in USL, and it's a phase, meaning it usually lasts multiple scenes. At its core, the hesitation phase is a reaction to the catalyst. After all, this is a huge, life-changing event that just completely blasted apart your protag's life. We should take a second to see how they react, and that reaction is encapsulated in the hesitation phase. There are two main reactions your protag should have after the catalyst, and these two reactions correspond to two very different types of hesitations. The first reaction is nervousness, and the second is excitement. So let's break these down with some examples. If your catalyst is some epic quest, a dangerous monster, or even just a big commitment, your protag will probably feel nervous. And chances are, if they're nervous, they won't commit to the goal right away. Just like most of us, when faced with a big decision, we want some time to mull it over. That's why Joseph Campbell labels this the refusal of the call, and Blake Snyder labels it the debate. The protag is going to look at the goal presented by the catalyst, decide here whether or not they can handle it, then commit to the goal in the next step, the outer gateway. Here's an example. In Leon the Professional, the catalyst showcases Antag Stan killing secondary protag Matilda's family, and Matilda then knocks on Leon's door to ask for help. Leon now reacts to this event in the hesitation. Not only must he take care of Matilda, but she also wants his help in killing Stan as revenge. Leon refuses this metaphorical call to adventure and mulls over what to do. He tells Matilda he can't help, tries to kick her out, and even considers killing her before ultimately deciding to commit to his goal of helping Matilda exact revenge during the outer gateway. On the other hand, let's say your catalyst introduces something the protag is looking forward to. In other words, they're excited about the opportunity. If this is the case, the hesitation phase will usually showcase the character getting ready instead of mulling things over. This could be a gathering of supplies, a rallying of allies, figuring out a disguise, or a fourth example that rhymes. Or if they need to gain access to the new situation of Act 2, their preparations might include auditioning, interviewing, or passing some kind of test, like in Legally Blonde, when Elle must pass her LSATs and deliver a fantastic admissions essay. Since the protag is excited, they probably won't refuse the call, but will still need to prepare for their journey. Let's look at an example. In Moana, we know the catalyst shows Moana's grandmother giving her the heart of Te Fiti and asking her to journey across the ocean to return it. Since Moana has always wanted to explore the ocean, this is a pretty exciting opportunity. However, she will first need to prepare. That's why the hesitation shows her trying to recruit allies. Then, when she must go alone, she packs her bags and readies her boat before setting off in the outer gateway. This leads us to a part of the hesitation phase that may be present no matter the protag's feelings. And it's a term you probably already know. It's most common in quest or adventure stories, and it's what Joseph Campbell calls the supernatural aid. But we call it the mentor. The mentor is the character who can help the protag with their journey, whether through wisdom or having gone through a similar journey themselves. You probably picture a magical, wrinkly old man with a big white beard, but a mentor can be anyone who can help the protag. Some popular mentors include Obi-Wan in Star Wars, Morpheus in The Matrix, and Peter B. Parker in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. If there is a mentor character in a story, the protag usually seeks out their help or meets them in the hesitation phase. If you have any great mentor examples, please let us know down in the comments. Two final notes. Number one, there are definitely cases where a protag is nervous but doesn't mull things over and instead must prepare. One example is in The Hunger Games, where protag Katniss takes her sister's place in the Hunger Games and spends her hesitation phase preparing to leave and meeting with mentor Haymitch. She certainly isn't excited, but still doesn't need time to mull over whether or not to let her sister die. And number two, there are times where there is no preparation or mulling, and yet there is still a scene between the catalyst and the outer gateway. Examples include Bridesmaids and The Devil Wears Prada. In these cases, we usually just see the protag's reaction to the catalyst, since they are pretty much already committed and just waiting to start their journey. That brings us to the end of this lesson on the hesitation phase. You should now have a good idea of what this phase is, the two main types, and some common variances, including the use of the mentor. But if you're still mulling over the hesitation phase, the extended version of this lesson covers the secret of why this phase is so important, how it can amplify the stakes of your story, and expands on the two types of catalyst we covered in the last extended lesson, and how to perfectly lead them into an unforgettable hesitation. And if you're still on the fence, it also includes an in-depth breakdown of 2006's musical romance, High School Musical. See you there.